Hi, good day to all that are listening to my recordings. I appreciate you being here and listening and getting the best that you can from the advice that comes from Spirit, the ancestors, and Orumila. And I'm doing a combination of Odu and Tarot. And for me personally, you don't have to agree with it. But for me personally, again, Orula is the great diviner. And because I work with his energy comes not only through the Opele, but also comes through with the cards, because it's easier for some people to understand and to grasp that idea. And for me, it's easier to just talk about what the Odu is. So again, if this is something that you don't feel comfortable or you don't feel that it resonates with you, because it's impossible for this message to resonate with everybody, then blessings to you. Peace be with you, and feel free to go where you feel that you have that you can be fed. Okay, that you can be fed in words of inspiration. But if not, I would hope that you would give me a try, and if not, it's okay. Be at peace. Go with peace. No negative comments, please. This is they will not be accepted, and I will not read them. So negative energy is not welcome in this place. So this message is for the signs of Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And I pray to my ancestors and to the Spirit of Light, the energy of God, who God is, the energy of Olodumare, Olodumare, what is, what is, what was, for some of us, what is and what is to come, what is still and will always be. Ashe, ashe, ashe om. Okay, so I'm excited and I'm kind of concerned a little bit for the message that came through for December 2020, what's left of it, for the water signs, the element of water, the directional part of the east, wherever your east is. And so it is for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And the Odu that comes with this is Irete Oshe. Irete Oshe, and there's many meanings, and everybody has their own idea. I understand, respects to you. This is a message again that I'm receiving for my audience, for the signs, the zodiac signs of Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, and I allow my mouth to be a mouthpiece for the Orumule, for the ancestors, for the energy of light, for all spirits of light, and only spirits of light are welcome here. And even to my soulmates, Emi Egbe Orun, okay? So I just want to, the reason why I'm concerned is that you come with, you are on path. So this is where I need to start. Okay, so you are on path. You're on path because you are exactly where you need to be. Okay, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, are you listening? You are exactly where you need to be at this point in life. And there is processes, just like I spoke to yesterday, and it was with the other sign of Capricorn and Virgo and Taurus. Kind of similarity in the message. But not really. You are where you need to be at this point in time in your life. You may not like the processes that you have to go through. To attain a certain goal, there is a process that is required. When we get a new job, no matter what that job is, there is a process of learning. You come in balance with Ogbemeji, which Ogbemeji speaks of none other than new beginnings, endless opportunities. But to grasp those opportunities and make them work in our favor, there's going to be a process. The process may be that you're going to have to sit there and go through training so that you can learn the material, so that you're able to work effectively, so that you can answer your clients, customers, members, whatever you want to call them, in whatever industry, so that you're able to answer and serve the people that need your help. So Ogbemechi, even though there's endless opportunities, yay, we're on path, right? There's opportunities, but there's also so much pressure because now you have the worry of you want to be the perfect one, and I want to go ahead and get this going and learn all that I can learn. Maybe there's a process of you having to go ahead and fill applications if you're looking for a job or if you're applying for a certain benefit, and you have to go through the painful process so that you can get your new beginnings. So that because Ogbemechi is a beautiful Odu that you fall on path with, but there is a process to all of this and to reach those endless opportunities. The pain of having to go ahead and fill out the application for benefits, if you're doing that, the pain of having to fill out an application for employment and having to provide, your Social Security and having to provide, the different driver's license, documentation, whatever is needed, paperwork that it just like, sometimes some employers will ask for W-2 forms or, whatever, to prove that you worked at a certain place for a certain period. That's part of the process. And if you don't follow through those processes, you're going to miss the opportunity. You're going to miss the opportunity. You fall on path with that, but the primary Odu, what governs the Odu for the month of December, for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, is Irete, Irete, Oshe. Now, from my training, and a long time ago, 11 years, I think, or something to that effect. And Irete Oshe, yes, it's about pressure and doing your Ifa work for those that do Ifa work. And it can also mean that you're being pressured to move forward because Oshe is about movement and money and sensuality and attraction and all those good things. But in the actuality, this Odu speaks of a need to avoid negative energy. In one of the meanings of one of the, interpretation of this Odu, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you the truth. It makes me uncomfortable because I never like to say that somebody is doing this to you and that other person is doing something, and they're to me, if you fill your life with positive energy, nothing can touch you. However, there's people, unfortunately, that carry with them this negative energy of envy, of being envious, of being sending witches with their thoughts that, oh, I hope that they do whatever it is. Unfortunately, there is those type of people. And this will do, even though it says the need for sacrifice to avoid witchcraft and negativity. And that's where I was going with this. The witchcraft part of it. The witchcraft is controlling somebody, or basically sending out negativity towards that person so that they don't prosper, so that they don't find a love in their life, so that whatever. And I don't want to focus on that because it's negative. And this is not what this is about, but it does. We have to pay attention to it because it does come with a word of caution, and it's saying that to avoid. The key word here is avoid. Avoid. To avoid negative energy, what do you have to do? Sacrifice. I did the Ebo for you. I asked Orula what he wanted, and it was very simple. Actually, in this case, yes, it was Orula. And all he wanted on the yakin, on him, what he wanted was honey. Why? Because you found on path for victories. It's awesome. It's beautiful. You have an opportunity of getting victory in your life if you appreciate where you are at this present time. Avoid negative energy, whether it's coming towards you or you're giving it out. That's the way that I see it. If it's coming towards you or you're giving it out. So fill yourself with that positive energy, with the light of the divine, so that you're able to push out all that negativity. So one of the things that I recommend that you do, if you have sage, use some sage. Cleanse yourself with some sage. If you have other tools that you can use to cleanse and get rid of whatever negativity may be in there. I'm not even going to go and tell you how to do it or what you need to do, because that is something personal, I think, and especially because this is a very general reading. It may not resonate with everybody. I have to remind you of that. But for those that it does resonate, it's like I see that there is a blessing that is there for the taking. It's in front of you. But you have to be cautious. You have to be cautious because it is actually there is some envy or there's negative energy that they will not allow. They don't like to see you happy. I hate that. But our responsibility and what we must do is to protect ourselves. Get you some sage. I would recommend sage and just cleanse yourself with that. In an open area, personally, I don't think it would be wise to do it inside. I mean, you can do it inside your house. Make sure that the windows are open and maybe crack the door to your front door of your house a little bit open so that all that can go out. My preference is outside. So whatever is outside. You come with victory. Appreciate where you're at this moment in your life. You know, there's many theologians and thoughts and religions about God and what God is and what is God not, and Olodumare and all that. I'm not going to fight with that in my thoughts. And you know what? This is my belief. I'm open to learning, and I do. God is everywhere and is expressed through every creation in His perfection and all these good things. So therefore, when we are doing, when we pay homage to everything, I pay homage to God. Not only do I pay homage, but I thank God for my life where it is at this time, this point in time. I do. I thank the Orumele that helped me that helped me to guide me, to lead me, to show me what needs to be done. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this for this reason. Be thankful. Aside from protecting yourself, aside from doing that sage thing and the honey to Orumila, if you have the hand of Orula, aside from all that, it is important that you understand that you must be thankful. In Spanish, there's a word called malagradecido. No seas malagradecido. Don't be unappreciative. Do not be unappreciative. All of us are in the point in our lives because either there's a lesson to be learned or there's an opportunity for us to really get enlightened and learn something from the experience that we're going through, or later on, we will learn that we went through some things because we needed to learn a lesson. There was a lesson. There's always a lesson when we go through something. But in your case, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces people, my people, love you all, send you much love and light and enlightenment to you is that you have this blessing right in front of you. And yet, you choose to choose to surround yourself in some sort of negativity, whether it's thoughts, whether that's coming to you, people that are envious of you, or whether it is self-inflicted because of the thought process that you have and not being appreciative for what you really do have. And that is assured that there is a victory that is coming for you. You have victory despite the negative energy, despite witchcraft, despite whatever it is that is wanting to attack to you. You have victory. And I'm sorry that, when I got this Odu and I was really thinking and I was praying and I was really thinking about this, like, wow, and the keyword that came in is avoid the negativity. Surround yourself with positive energy, whatever that may mean to you, so that you can have and enjoy your victory. Okay? So enough with that. Odu, you do have victory. You have the blessings for the new beginnings. But as all beginnings, there is pressure. There is pressure. There is pressure because it's a process to learn. Like I said, you go into the training. You go through the training. It's not just easy. There's a lot of stuff that you need to learn. New applications, new software, perhaps, getting to know the material of what you're going to be trained to do, because you need to learn. You need to learn so that you can speak to the people that you're going to be helping, and that's important. That, my dear friends, is important. It's important. It's important. It's important. I'm going to take these 3 cards. They fell out. And I'm going to clarify one of them. But, okay. Let me see. So, the first card that came out is the 8 of Swords. Okay? The 8 of Swords is that okay, let me show you something. And this is exactly what the Odu is talking about also. You see, this woman is not as tied up as it's loose. She can lose herself from that situation. All right, and she can take off the blinders, and you see how the swords are around her, but not in front of her. They're not in front. They're not keeping her from anything. But you know what this represents? This is telling you this, that the advice that is being given to you through the tarot is that that you have chosen to stay in a position where it's causing you perhaps a lot of fear, because you don't know what's going to come up. There's a lot of emotion because you see there's water, and you're a water sign as well. There's a lot of, you see how it's cloudy and there's a lot of water, a lot of emotion. But let me tell you something. Remember, the sun always shines on everybody. The sun is still out there. There's an opportunity for the sun to shine through, to bless you with the blessings that are coming. But you need to, so that you can enjoy that and you can go forward, you need to untie yourself. You need to unbind yourself. You need to take those blindfolds off of your eyes so that you can see the blessings that the universe has for you, that the ancestors have for you, that the Orunmila have for you, which were created by Olodumare, by God, so that they could help us in our everyday living. I'm thinking of something. I'll keep it to my, but I'll share you. So, Olodumare already had us in mind when he created, or there's there's a teacher, or I had a teacher, and I'm not going to get into that either, but he used to say something like, he, she, or it. Whatever it is, whatever Olodumare is, according to some theologians and scholars, Olodumare is what it is. He created, or she created, or it created. And because there's no, some people, it's an it, okay, fine. it created everything, and it's done, then if it created the Oromole, the Orisha, that means that God had, Olodumare had already thoughts of us way back then. And that's why Olodumare created the Orumule to help us in our everyday living. You may agree or disagree, that's up to you, and I'm not going to get into those arguments. But regardless of that, it is that you need to untie yourself. Take your blinders off so that you can see the blessing that is before you. Trust. You made the right decision. I'm speaking to some of you. Don't start thinking that you made the wrong decision and that this is not for me. And I've been there. This is not for me. I made the wrong decision, blah, 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 blah. And the truth is that it is for you. The blessing is there. You are blessed. You have been blessed. And it's time to take those blinders off your eyes. It's time to unbind yourself. Nobody has you bind. Nobody. Only you. If you believe that so-and-so is doing something and all this negativity, if you buy into that thought, they already have you. But once you don't start caring about that, and that's why I don't pay attention to that, because I don't, you know what? You can say whatever, you can do whatever. It's not going to affect me because I'm protected. So, and I don't have to do anything to anybody or nothing like that, because if I do my prayers, if I do the offerings, if I do my thing, okay, then I'm gonna be okay, and you will too. So trust. The endless opportunities are coming. There is opportunities. And you have to look for it. And when you look for it, pick that one. You already where you are. You pick that one opportunity. So now it's time to look forward to the enterprise of the possibility of that one opportunity that you chose where you're at right now at this time, this place and time, so that you can make it grow, so that you can expand, so that you can go places, so that you can be blessed. Because the blessing is there. The blessing is there. And you know what? Another thing also is that real soon, there's going to be communication regarding some money that is going to help you. I don't know. You know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. A lot of people don't like to talk about love, and finding that person. And a lot of people don't like to talk money. But in this case, I have to say that it is about money. And looking at where we're at in life right now, what is going on in the world. And some of us have lost jobs. Some of us are employed, but we still need extra income, all these things. But real soon, with the 8 of Wands, real soon, real quickly, you're going to get an answer to something that has to do with money, your financial security, building your wealth. Building your wealth and protecting your wealth. All right? There's an opportunity for that. And so, the cards have different meanings for different things. I'm going to just stay with the subject of the thought and the message that Spirit is bringing through. Because I'm not going to teach you, well, this card means this and that card and it means this and it could be this and it could be, and then you're all over the place. I'm not going to do that. I know how to listen to Spirit. And I'm delivering this message for those that have been waiting and you feel that you can't move. Unbind yourself. Get those bandages off your eyes and get that rope or whatever is tying you up. Do not fear the swords. Do not fear the opposition. Walk with confidence forward because God has something for you specifically. The blessing is coming. It's new beginning. Okay? To me, Ogbemeji also means the beginning of a new life, an opportunity, such as when the sperm meets the egg, in the womb, in the secret place of the womb of the woman, of the female, and it makes such an impact, right? It starts, it's just moving and going like, okay, it's gonna be a boy, it's gonna be a girl, it's gonna have this color of eyes, it's gonna have that type of hair. This is what's, and all the DNA and all this is going on inside the womb. There's pressure the woman is experiencing because of all that explosion of the new beginning of the life that is beginning with endless opportunities, because it's still not here. It's just a beginning and it's moving. And the woman has to suffer through morning sickness, and her body is changing. And that is what new beginnings of Opemechi is. It's a pressure. And then the pressure of giving it birth. And then the pressure of having to nurture that child. Right? Because it takes money. It's going to take a lot of emotional attachment to this new baby that is yours. This baby that is coming, that is there for you in the month of December, take care of it. Don't just throw it out. Don't be ungrateful for what the universe has already blessed you with, because you are in a point and place where you need to be. So quit whining and thinking, oh no, this is not for me. Oh no, I don't know. It frustrates me to go ahead and fill this application out. Oh no, I'm not going to pay attention to this or that. Quit it. Start being thankful. And as you start being thankful and being filled with the positive energy from the universe, from God, Olodumare, the Orisha, and forgive me if you don't believe the way that I believe, that's okay. You have your thought process, I have mine. I can read something or you can teach me something. I'm still going to think something else. And so that's where the respect and harmony comes in, okay? So love and blessings to you, and peace, please, peace, because I'm not trying to offend anybody. But I am open to learning, okay? But also with my own thoughts, because I'm not a robot. I'm not going to be a robot for anybody. So with that being said, that's exactly what I want you to do. Don't be a robot. Don't feel like you're bound and you can't do this and you can't do that and you're just like walking like that. Don't do that. Relax. Get those blindfolds off. Look at the situation for what it is. Take the binding off and take action into what you can do. And quit complaining about how things are not working out because you have to take certain processes. Everything's a process. Everything's a process. From the time that you wake up, it's a process to wake up in the morning. You brush your teeth, hopefully. You brush your teeth. You take a shower. Or you should, or even if you don't do any of those things and you just wake up, you kind of rub your eyes and go, okay, let's look at this. You don't stay just there in bed. You wake up and start your morning. That's a process. It is a process. Be grateful. Be thankful. You are on path with Ogbe Mejimi. That's beautiful. But there's work to be done, and the work is to avoid that negative energy. It requires some sort of sacrifice. And I can go into all that other deep stuff from, not like the literal sacrifice and all this other stuff, but I'm not going there. Because to me, it can also mean a sacrifice of our emotions and how we're feeling. I feel like saying this to you, but you don't. That's a sacrifice. Changing that attitude. Will the blank with this and that and we feel those emotions, right? And we come down and we go, okay, let me think with a level head. Let me think logically. And most importantly, let me listen with my heart and my spirit. May it connect, or my ori, or whatever, that I connect so that I'm able to react differently. That's one part. The other part is that because you will gain victory, because you will have the financial security that you're looking for, and it's going to be quick communication regarding that, and etc. You will be, when people are, you think that when we are wealthy and prosperous in every area of our lives, not just not just money. It can be money. It can be a relationship. It can be the house that we live in, the car that we drive, blah, 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 blah. You think that some people are going to be happy? I'm going to tell you, no, they're not going to be happy. They may pretend to say, I'm happy for you. But inside of their mind and in their soul, it's another thing. And unfortunately, because we're human, and because not everybody is at the same level, we have those type of people that will either send negative energy through their minds. They may do some witchcraft to go ahead and try to overcome you, and to try to do things so that things don't work out, and so they can block you and you cannot move forward and stuff and all that stuff. So it's important that you sacrifice your negative emotions. Take that. Sacrifice your negative emotions. Turn it around. And you're going to have to start with a cleansing, even if it's just a cleansing with the sage. I recommend sage, and so that you can move forward. This is a serious message. It was very hard for me to deliver this message. I'm going to be honest with you. It was hard for me to deliver this message. Because I feel the immediate thing that I get, what I pick up and what Spirit is telling, and I can feel it right now. There's a heaviness. There is a heaviness because one is because of the way that you're not being appreciative of the blessings that you do have. Be thankful for the things that are in front of you. And when you do, you gain victory. And the thing is that what I cannot understand is that you are right on path to receive. So be open. Be open. Be open. Okay? And do the work. Do the work that needs to be done to avoid negativity. Orula said, all I want is honey. And I gave honey to Orula this morning on your behalf. If you want to, and if you want to connect, I stand in agreement with you. If you want to connect and do the same thing, do it. And you can go ahead and offer the honey in front of Orula's hand if you have it. If you don't, you can go out in the park or something and make a little hole, take some honey with you, pour it on there, and ask Orula to please accept it and to please help you. And I would do it probably in the root of a tree, like an oak tree or a strong tree with strong roots, so that the energy of that tree can take the prayer, that offering, and do it with a sincerity of heart, with the most simplicity, the most simple and sincere of heart. And you'll see how you will be protected from this negative energy. So yes, there's a lot of blessings coming. A lot of blessings coming. But because you have a lot of blessings coming, you will and are enviable. You know what that means? People envy you. People don't have good intentions. Not all of them, just a bunch, a little bit, a little group. And that little group needs to go away. And you don't have to fight against anybody. If you do what Orula says, remember, Orula's medicine, Orula's advice on how to handle this, that's all we need. We don't need to stand in front of our enemy and start attacking. We don't need to lash out and start saying anything. You know what? Peace be with you. Love and blessings and light be with you. And move on. Why do you do that? You do that so that you can also keep peace within you and continue doing your work, your spiritual work, and continue being blessed and continue having that flow of blessings in your life. That's why you do it. It's not anything other than that. So, love and blessings to you. Remember that divine revelation is not suspicions or paranoia. And I want to explain that to you right now real quickly. This is why I had a tough time delivering this message, because I don't like to be talking about witchery and witchcraft and people doing this and that. And it's not about that. But when Orula says it is, and then it is, I can't do anything about that. But know that I'm not doing that to create suspicion of anybody. Don't get suspicions. Let it. You don't need to know who's doing it. In other words. And the paranoia. Let go of the paranoia. You don't need to know, again, you don't need to know who's doing what. When you take care of you by doing the offering and ebo to Orula, like I said, then you'll be fine. You'll be okay. There's no reason to panic or get paranoid or suspicion. Well, that person might be, or that person might be, or that other person might. Care not. Care not. And just move forward, just like the fool in the Tarot. He cares not. He's carefree. He's about to jump off the cliff. Why? Because there's endless opportunities. Care, and without care, he's just moving forward. And he doesn't care what anybody's. He just falls off like water when it comes in contact with a duck, because their feathers are so full of oil. It's oily, and the water just psst. And like ducks, we just care not. Love and blessings to you. I hope this message was of delight and of wisdom and enlightenment, and you have all the blessings. May you be blessed even more abundantly, because you have victory. Remember, victory is yours today. Ashe, ashe, ashe om.